Hey guys, just want to show you how I designed this platform for Lexus GX and how I built up the drawer systems and turn this vehicle to a camper car. So after taking the second row in the third row seat, I put an insulation and make it a vehicle suitable for winter camping. The plywood board is 3/4 inch thickness, and same thing to the vertical plywood board. This bolt and also there's another one. These two bolts are the anchor bolts for the plywood. So in order to make this plywood sitting on the vehicle horizontally, I have to put this 1.5 by 2.5. For the vertical boards, I use cam connector and a steel pin to let the board sitting tightly on the platform. So there are one side, two side, 3, and 4. So once you put the board to the right position, and all you need is to hammer down. And now let's lock the cam connector. You just need to turn around. And this is the second one. So you can see the vertical board is not sitting tightly, and that's why I bought the corner brace, and I'm gonna put a 3. So now I have a 3 corner brace on this one, and 4 on the other 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see it's in much stable condition. Next, I added a divider, which also help to stabilize the vertical boards. And the corner brace gonna be used. So finally the corner brace are in place, and now you can see it's very sturdy and it doesn't shake. So next I'm gonna put the drawers into those slots, and already installed the rails, and it's very easy. You just need to measure accurately. Putting drawers in, I also have this aluminum piece installed at the very end of the platform, and I put this plastic protection and for a cutting board. Later you're gonna see it. Now I have the drawer installed, and the rails I bought from Home Depot, and that is a 20-inch extension. Drawer is also in place. Here you go. So the two drawers are not exactly same. So you can see there's just more space, and it's for the carting board. So this is just a 1/2 inch thickness plywood board, and I put aluminum sheet on top of it. And this is designed for cooking and cutting as a cutting board. It's just a slide in. That's it. Now we're gonna install the top board. It's also 1/2 inch thickness. The first piece, because I want to use the space the rear, and that's why I cut multiple pieces for the top boards. So this is the second one, and I use the wood pin to lock this board. From the right hand side, a wood pin. So now you can see it doesn't move. This is the third one. It's also locked by the wood pins. Now it stay there. Now we're gonna install the rest of the top boards, and I have to push this one all the way back. Okay, this piece is also a long board because I want to use the space here. Otherwise, I'm afraid that items are gonna fall under, and that cause inconvenience. So let's push all the way. Okay. Now there will be last two pieces. I also use steel pins to make them stable on top of this vertical boards. This is the last two pieces, and I put them together by using should be on this side, 4 hinges. So now let's put it back. It's really hard to use one hand. Now it's in place. You see, it doesn't move. Now this is my sleeping bed. So I got a bed inside of my car. Of course, in the night when I need to sleep, I have to move both seats toward the front, and it gave me more space. So I also made this to support the top board. So the way it works is okay. So I put some connectors here and just screw in. Oops, let's try this one. And I made three sides of this, so put in the middle and both ends. With the support, so this piece is very, very stable. But not for camping. The drawers are going to be used for groceries, and the front I can put my cooler. So let's take a look at. And I put a cooler here, and just for normal grocery. This is how I connect auxiliary battery. So you can see the auxiliary batteries here. I put stud and board to block and keep the battery in tight when driving. And this is the, by the way, this is a 200 ampere hour battery. And this is the 750 watt inverter. I should buy a larger one, like a 2000 watt, because my wife needs to power higher dryer. And the bottom one, this little guy, is the 150 amp isolator. because I really don't trust this isolator and worry about it malfunctioning. So I also add several. This is a one breaker, 50 amp. This is I believe it's a 125 amp breaker, and also I have this turning switch just in case something goes wrong. So this breaker is between the inverter and the battery. The second one is between the isolator and the auxiliary battery. So this one basically is between the isolator and the primary battery. So in this case, I can read this LED indicator here and just determine, if something goes wrong, I can quickly shut down from here manually, or if this one doesn't work, and at least you have the double insurance. The battery cable run through inside, and I don't know if you can see it, and just get into the compartment. It connected to the positive. A lot of people I've seen, they install the isolator here, or somewhere else in the engine compartment. The reason I don't like this design is, first, you have, because this, in the summertime, the isolator basically works in a high temperature environment. I don't know whether that's gonna kill that isolator faster. So that is the concern, and that's why I'm going to put it inside of the car. So the isolator is here, and also I use tape to wrap up the terminals just in case people may accidentally touch the terminals. And also, oh, by the way, all the ground cables from the inverter, the battery, all connect to this stud. This is like a vehicle body stud, and that is supposed to connect the primary battery ground. And also I have this, just want to show you from here. So I have another cigarette lighter connector just in case I have to use electronics when working close to the rear door.